Alright, so it is time for us to get started on the Gunslinger program. Because in our BattleTech campaign we're doing an alternate timeline. We're over here on Earth. So the story so far goes back a couple years. I'm going to go really quick. All the way up to the clan worlds where 6 years ago, a Goliath Scorpion Seeker won his blood name and decided he was going to look for Star League artifacts in the Inner Sphere. He went down to the Inner Sphere, and this is what my players have put together. Where is Galatea? And there we are. Went to the Inner Sphere, and on Galatea 3, he, which was being invaded, or rather really heavily raided by House Kurita, he hooked up with some local militia cadets and helped them fight off House Kurita while looking for what his primary reason for being there was: rumors of a lost Star League dropship. Turns out it wasn't a Star League dropship; it was a House Aramis dropship, and that dropship had been ejected from a misjumped warship in deep space somewhere in between Galatea 3 and Mallory's world, and everybody had run out of oxygen and starved to death before they could crash in Galatea 3, and the dropship is at the bottom of the ocean. So they recovered, at the end of that first campaign, they recovered a Star League level dropship. They knew there was a warship somewhere around here, but they didn't know what they were. Well, they didn't have the resources to salvage it. They had access to this spy ship from House Aramis, getting ready for the Civil War. Problem is, Comstar is not a huge fan. Well, if they stayed in the Inner Sphere, someone would take it away from them. So they decided to flee down to the Oregon Reach, and they would arrive just in time for the Oregon Civil War. They did end up hanging out on Smithin for a while, where they felt they were pretty safe. And this is where they started using the examples of the new technology to build, and not anything complicated, just weapons, ammo, enough to supply themselves. And they were kind of cranking away at double heat sinks. We're only a couple years ahead of the Renaissance, so this wasn't such a big deal, but it was enough to get Comstar to try to assassinate them. They ended up fighting 2 pitched battles against Comstar dressed up as pirates, and the kids who had fought a guerrilla war against House Kurita were no longer green troops, and so they handed Comstar their head and managed to salvage some mechs, which only made Comstar more upset. They ended up having to flee. And here is where things get kind of get really interesting. Is they are contacted by the former head of Comstar's ROM, the exiled Professor Christopher, who in canon is actually exiled to the periphery. So nothing better in here. And he offered them even more technology and help in exchange for rescue from exile. This they do, and end up fleeing and end up raiding the New Dallas system, which is about here, and then fleeing to yet another part of the periphery in the hope of escaping Comstar. The planet Erdvin, which is not going to select but is over here, was a regional capital of the Rimworld Republic, and they found people still living there and started defending them and started building a country out here to the west, quote unquote, of House Steiner. And they had gotten about 9 or 10 star systems working together, fighting off the pirates that Comstar spent 20 years building up in the area. They're doing pretty good. Of course, that's when they showed up on Comstar's radar again. And this time, Comstar sent entire divisions to come and wipe them out. Problem is, it didn't quite work. While they were building their little star nation, having made a quick detour to finally pick up a Star League level Q ship, which looks for all the purposes like a invader jump ship, but it has a lithium fusion battery so it can double jump. They decided to make a little detour since one member of the party was a clanner. He knew about the clan worlds, and hey, that technology is really cool. They decided to pose as bandit caste or dark caste and raid clan worlds to try and salvage technology. And they picked a factory world. One advantage that they had from the Star League level technology was stealth power armor, which can't really take any hits, but is hella sneaky. And so while they did a formal trial against the garrison troops, against the Smoke Jaguar garrison troops, the stealth armor went in and raided the computers of a clan factory. So they've got they've got the core. They don't have Omni-Mech technology, but they have the stats for a lot of clan stuff. So they came back, started rebuilding again in this region here, with these dead and abandoned systems near Erdvin. Oh, yeah, sure. Now it'll select. All right. And Comstar came to genocide them again, this time with entire armies. Well, these guys have been fighting pirates and, constant adventure, and they've got a mix of Star League and clan level technology that they're able to use. So they kicked green Comstar troops' butts again. Problem is, from questioning the prisoners, they realized that Comstar has enough hidden mechs that in about a year they'd be able to mobilize, and from Earth, 3 months trip later, there's no way that this little tiny pocket kingdom was going to stand up to the entire might that won the Battle of Takayet against the face of the clans. So they decide that the only possible way to survive Comstar from killing them and everybody they ever met is to take the mechs anyway, away from them. I mean, this isn't going to be a secret. They managed to save the head of Comstar's super sneaky ROM, which is their secret police. So the only option was a crusade to take Terra, just an ambush, a first strike. Hit Terra and take the mothballed mechs before Comstar could use it, could develop it all, and that was their only choice. We did that about a month ago, and they have consolidated Terra, and they've got, just as an extra up yours to the clans, they decided to name their clan level troops Clan Wolverine. They are not the mythical Clan Wolverine. They just adopted their name and colors to make sure that all the clan, if they ever ran into the clans, that they'd be extra angry at them, because why not? I mean, one of their goals when they heard about the clans and Kerensky's vision of reconquering the Inner Sphere, they thought that this would be a bad thing and that they should stop it. And this is one of their long-term goals. Short-term goals is to survive. Having captured Terra, they make a broadcast. They capture Comstar headquarters, and they gather up all the super secret sneaky files that include all of the everything that Comstar has done to assassinate, kill, and sabotage the entire Inner Sphere back to the 20th century over the last 200 years, including, it turns out, Comstar engineered the second and third succession war, because the first succession war wasn't devastating enough to guarantee that humanity would fall at Comstar's feet. Man, these guys are evil. So they broadcast all this evidence out through the Inner Sphere, encourage people to seize the hyperpulse generators, and they did manage to capture the Primus in the First Circuit. So, he who will eventually be known as the Master in the Jihad is currently hanging out about here. He sent out the order to explode all of the fusion reactors and every single hyperpulse generator in the Inner Sphere and the nearby periphery, so that if Comstar can't have power, no one can have power, and this way will be guaranteed to plunge them all into a dark age. Billions of people died being close to the nuclear explosions. Most critically, what we've found out so far is Hans Davian in New Avalon, and most of his cabinet were too close to a hyperpulse generator, and they have been killed. Michael Hasek Davian, the anti-Lao fanatic from this border, is scheduled to take over. That's kind of the setting. So we've got one planet, and the campaign's really turned into, people of Israel. They've come back. They've retaken the ancient Holy Land, and everyone in every direction around them wants them dead. But they've found lots of interesting things, and they're digging through the rubble and reconsolidating. And they've discovered that the last planet, the last inhabitation on Venus, is actually the site of Star League's ancient Gunslinger program. If you look at the source books, the Gunslinger program's kind of nice, but if you read the lore and what gunslingers have accomplished, particularly the Royal Black Watch Regiment during the Aramis Civil War, the lore is that the gunslingers were gods of mechs. They were incredible, unholy, efficient. You never wanted to deal with any of them. And the descriptions of the Gunslinger program is like, those who survived were the best of the best. So we know it's a live fire thing. And then we're running Mech Warrior 2 because a lot of the source a lot of the source materials up through the Battle of Takayat are geared for the Mech Warrior 2 RPG system. That's going to take, to create these elite duelist masters, and this is the program for which the Marauder the Marauder mech was basically the signature mech of. It was what you did your training in. So, to wrap up the background, my Clan Goliath Scorpion Seeker character has decided he is going to lead the way, be the first graduate of the new Gunslinger program on Venus, and he is Sakhan Benedict Falstaff. And he has got a clan-equipped Marauder. It's still a 75-ton mech. It's not the Marauder 2C that people know. But he is hecka scary, and I'm going to be doing a campaign. What we're going to be doing is following Sakhan Benedict Falstaff of Clan Wolverine Reborn, and his attempt to survive the Gunslinger program, which according to the rules is going to be at least 40 duels. So this is the equivalent of someone taking, and now that I've told you that, we're going to get started soon. We are going to be playing through. Yes. It's good. Add bot. Call our bot op4. Nope. So this is largely a dueling thing, and I think we're going to start off with something relatively easy. We're going to send him up in this very first fight. We're going to put him and himself alone up against, I think, a lance. Well, we're going to start easy, so we'll start with the first duel. That's a really good mech. Let's see. Sort it by year. $13.08 is not a bad battle value. I'm gonna make that an op4 mech. Crab, and let's say we'll give him some backup. Not too great. Firefly and Royal Hussar. Yeah, battle values not going to be too close, but make sure I've got my starts. Change start west. Change start east. Select map, surprise, that's what I want. Boom. And away we go. Also got my handy dandy character sheet here, so I will be keeping track of how well he does, because part of what we're trying to figure out is exactly how much experience, etc. he's got. Does not win initiative. Tragic, I tell you. Just tragic. Alright, ooh. Alright, so we're going to fight in around this town. Got time and space. I can zoom in the map a bit. This should all fit just nicely. So I've got long range weapons and lower mobility, but longer range weapons all the same. I'm going to place here. Alright, and phase 1 in win initiative. Awesome. Which means they all have to go first. Advance to cover. Move. Alright, let's get the Firefly out of the way first, shall we? I've got an ERPPC. I'm going to rearrange my guns here. Range high to low. Gauss rifle. So a 4 to hit. ERPPC. Good. I'll overheat by 1. That's fine. I don't need to push too hard in the opening. I've got some cover. Done. So let's see what it looks like. So the Hussar misses me with a large laser. Crab manages a right arm hit, but misses. And the Firefly tags me with a medium laser on the right torso. Alright, and I let loose with the Clan Mech. So we've got first PPC hit, destroys the right arm. Gauss rifle hits, 15 damage to the right leg. That blows all the armor and some internal structure, but no effect. And then left torso, ERPPC, 3 internal structure, critical hit, roll is 2. So I just hit it for 45 points of damage. Gives him a +1 roll to fall. He falls and takes 3 damage to his left torso. He only section destroyed, and he had an extra light engine, which means that mech is down for the game. So there's 1 kill and some gunnery skill points. I'm off to a good start. The goal of the program is not to kill the pilots, so I'm not going to be going for full battle value mixes, but we'll do various challenges. And if these lighter, faster mechs get behind me, you know, no mech carries a ton of stuff. So I'm going to back up. Can I back up here? I can back up to there. Yeah, I'm going to do that. My right side isn't that damaged, and now I'll be able to kick the Hussar. So Gauss is only a 6. No reason not to shoot that. And Hussars don't have a lot in the way of heat. I'll continue to heat up a little bit and use my 3 big guns. Got a 4 to hit. So let's see how we do. I'll take some fire on the flank from the crab, but I want to deal with the lighter mechs. This is kind of a theory that I subscribe to in BattleTech, is the more vulnerable units are actually the ones I want to pick off first. Not because they're the biggest threat, but because they're the fastest way I can reduce enemy firepower. So I take an ER alert hit in the right arm. That's a second hit there, and the armor's getting kind of weak. And the crab, ER laser misses. Right, torso misses. And medium laser misses. Okay, so that's good. Gauss rifle misses. Yeah, okay. And blow the right arm off. And then, ooh, a head hit. So we will assume we've got some edge there, not killing instructors. But death is possible in these. This is why in the sourcebook material they do say, and I took more than 20 damage. Yep, okay. So that's another kill. And that was the second time I won in Terra. Alright. And did some piloting. Round 3, win initiative again. Which is not good for him and is just fine for me. So I'm going to walk. I think that'll about do it. And we're going to still hit him with the Unholy Trio. I think I'm going to overheat. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to Alpha Strike on him. Just because my hit's like 3. It's a perfect shot, and he was aiming for behind me, which I can't blame him, but he should have known he lost initiative. And one large laser misses, and his other 2 lasers hit. Left leg, that right arm is threadbare on armor. My turn. Expect to hit him with everything. It looks like I do. Left torso, 1 armor remaining. Right leg, 9 armor. Right leg. Armor's destroyed. Those are the 15 points from the PPCs and the 2 clans. Hit left torso again with an ER medium laser and took some double heat sink. He remains standing. Alright, and then I lose initiative. So I'm going to back up. It's my best bet to maintain the distance. I don't think he can get around me. Nope. This is going to be tete-a-tete. I'm going to still use the Gauss rifle. I'm going to drop one of the ER PPCs to deal with my heat build-up. And we'll get physical on him in just a moment. So I know those of you purists, I can hear, no, you were a clan warrior. How could you engage in a physical attack? Oh, Desigra points. Dishonor, dishonor, you Surat. Well, we're trying to unify the clans in the Inner Sphere, and this guy's been bopping around fighting endlessly in the Inner Sphere for about 5 years, so he's no Wolf Dragoons, but a lot of the clan polish is probably left the lily here. So I'll see. First, I get fire first. Gauss rifle misses, which is a disappointment. ER PPC hits the right arm. Only 1 armor there. And medium lasers to the right leg, and which blows the right leg off. Yeah, this fight's over. And more damage to the right arm. Okay, he hits ER large laser at my left leg. Plenty armor there. And left arm. Good, he hadn't shot me there. Small laser. Really? You hit me with a small laser? Fine. Right torso. I've got a little bit of armor there, but I think I'd be surprised if he hits me again. He's going down because I blew his leg off. He takes some more damage and takes a pilot hit. I haven't taken a pilot hit. I was really glad. It's kind of my limiting factor here. Now, everybody loves football, right? Everyone in Europe can't be wrong. My target to hit target is 0. I'm going to make that to hit target. And get some more damage on the left arm. I've cooled off more, down to 6 heat. He's running a little warm, but he probably doesn't have enough gear to overheat left at this point. So I'm going to back up to about there, get some range, and pilot ejects. Okay, so there's my first victory. There's 2 AP in the old system. is at 55 for those of you who play. And I know I'm not going to shoot the pilot. Done. Okay. And then I can just move where he is. Well, he's going to be that guy. Now? No? Seriously? Done. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I don't need to waste enough time because Megamech's too stupid to... Megamech assumes you have to kill all the enemy pilots, which is dumb, and I don't have time to reprogram every scenario. So... there we go. Now he moves. Now I can catch him, and then we'll be done. Done. Yes, I've captured him. Yeah, we'll move that over to the Gunslinger. And this will close. Should close, and then I'm back. Yes, I controlled the side. Light damage. Next. And this is... salvage. Yeah, yes. I don't care about ransom because it's not that kind of game. Yes, I get all 3 kills. Draw? No. It was a victory. And that's it. That's day 1. When I was looking at the... Alright, so... I go over here really quick. Purchase parts. Armor. Clan. Ferrofibrous armor. Buy in bulk. Alright, I'm just going to add in bulk. We'll start with 10 tons. Let's see. Double heat sink. Clan. Add in bulk. Okay. That would be enough for most of my random repairs. Go to the repair bay. So, hangar. Warehouse, hangar. Repair status. Doesn't matter, but Gauss ammo. I need Gauss ammo. Nice. Why is my tech not showing up? Tech, yes, good. Yes, you work on him, yeah. Goodness gracious. Sometimes the things you gotta do. All right, I'm not interested. I'm trying to go fast, so GM mode, restore units. There we go. I mean, there's nothing I really need to worry about. And the jungle. Add scenario. We're going to call a second battle 2. Go here. Going to deploy my gunslinger program to 2. Briefing room. Start game. All right. We'll see how we do this time. Add a bot. Princess bot. We'll call the second team 2. I'm going to change my start to the west side. Then I'm going to change their start to the east side. Let's make this one a little harder. We're going to go heavy. I'm going to do a guillotine. And then let's do a pair of mediums. What shall we get? Sentinel? There's a Royal Sentinel. That ought to be a nice threat. And then guillotine and a Sentinel. It's going to go up 2. So I think we can do that. Slightly bigger, slightly tougher. A little more, a little more in my weight range. Battle value appears to be even further against them, but we'll see. Numbers do count. Round 1. Let's see what kind of a map I've got to deal with today. Alright, second battle. I want the high ground. Okay. Gunslinger. I gotta move first. I'm gonna go for cover and range. And they're gonna keep out of sight. We don't have any shots. Are they gonna keep hiding? I don't feel like getting all boxed in. Move a little further over, get some cover between that and the second mech. Start going after the guillotine if I can. Twist. Nope. Okay, he's gonna hide in the woods. Still nothing done. What the actual heck? Why can't I just go down? Alright, fine. Planetary conditions have to be really weird. Why do I have no line of sight? View. Alright. gain some initiative. This is weird. Is this nighttime? What's going on here? Attackers ran, target moved, target jumped. It's not telling me anything else. Well, standard. I'm gonna go after that sentinel because I can take it down faster. 1, 2, 3 big guns. Sentinel misses with a Gauss rifle. Yeah, I don't want to get touched by that. Guillotine gets 1 hit in. And an SRM-6 peppers me pretty good. ERPPC and both Gauss hit. I do manage to knock him down. So that's good. Oh, that's level 3. That's why I couldn't get down. There's also level 3. Can I get there? I don't know if it's worth trying to kick the sentinel or not. But the guillotine can jump. So I'm going to back up. If I can back up. Really? I can't back up? I go forward? Yeah, let's not give him my back. I only got line of sight on the sentinel. That takes with the guillotine out of the way. I like that just fine. Think we're going to go for the big 3 again. Actually, I'm going to... Let's try that again. Instead of the big 3, I'm going to twist, get a line of sight on the sentinel. Gauss, of course, because use it while you've got it. 3 to hit, absolutely. Fire. Fire 1 of the PPCs and 2 ER medium lasers. Let me cool down a little bit, and I do almost as much damage. Sentinel, ooh, Gauss rifle hit on the left. That's going to be bad. Marauder, Gauss rifle hits left arm, destroyed, and critical hit on the Gauss rifle, which that does 2 pilot hits. Yeah, destroyed by ejection. ERPPC hits and ERPPC hits. Alright, so I've managed to eliminate 1 of my 2 enemies. But that Gauss hit, that's going to leave a weak spot. I think that guillotine's going to be able to exploit. Looked like I lost initiative again. Has not yet moved. Yep. So I want to back up. I want to put my back to the wall so he can't jump. That's not going to work. I could be in trouble. When in doubt, get in the heavy woods. Yeah, there's the jump. So, that torso twist there. I'm running pretty cool. So, I think it's going to be the big 3 and done. Gauss rifle misses. Both PPCs hit. And left torso, left leg. I'm going to take it on the incoming though. Right arm, left arm. So 3 large laser, 2 medium laser hits. Did hit him hard enough to almost knock him down. It's good. He can't physically attack me, but I lose initiative again. Ugh. Yep, now he's gonna jump behind me, so I'm gonna twist. And we're gonna go for our left arm weapons here. Fire, skip. Fire. Not as bad. So ERPPC and ER medium laser hits. Those are pretty good. And right leg is looking pretty bad. I'm still in heavy woods, so there's that. Large laser hits, medium laser hits, SRM-6 hits. Ow! There's a head hit. That hurts. I'm going to need to win initiative soon. Alright, Finally, I win initiative. That's what I needed. So he's going to there, and I can just turn, and we're gonna have ourselves a little slugfest. It's Alpha Strike time. Guillotine unloads. Okay, I take a large laser and medium laser hit. Does punch through on the left arm, but no great effect, and misses because he has to jump to do this kind of stuff. So Gauss rifle, center torso, particle cannon, left torso, particle cannon, center torso, engine and gyro hit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the game. With that gyro hit, he's not going to be jumping around a lot or standing up too much, and I still get to kick him, so I think this is going to be over really soon. We're both overheating a bit, but he's way worse off than me. I think I'm just going to stand there. He does get up, which is a mistake on his part. And I'm overheating a bit, so I'm going to fire the Gauss and skip a PPC and fire the rest. I'll cool down a little bit more. Left arm gone. Another gyro hit, so he's going to be immobile. Pound on him with the other weapons. He's automatically going to fall. Yeah, he ejects. Not going to shoot pilots. I wish I was better at Mega Mech, because then I could tell it that I don't have to capture all the pilots to end. But capture one, yay me. And I have a feeling he's going to flee before this is all over. There we go. Yep, there we go. And second fight went pretty well. Haven't really faced super tough odds. Skill points are starting to rack up. Alright, so do I control the battlefield at the end of the last scenario? Yes. Next. So I've taken one hit, and I don't need to worry about the salvage. I don't need to worry about capturing and ransoming. And I get both of those kills. Thank you very much. That would be a victory. Alright, so that's my first day on this. We're going to keep going in a little bit, but those are my first two fights. That's 2 out of the 40, and the path has begun. Now we're going to go over to the infirmary. Elite Doctor. Let's go to the Marketplace. Aztec Pool. Bring all teams to full strength. Medic Pool. Bring all medical teams to full strength. Hangar. There we go. Good enough for Jazz, because we're not really footing the bill. This isn't a mercenary unit. Let's see how long I am in the infirmary. Alright, so 1 day. Great. So I'll get a little beaten up on day 1, and I'll be back in the game for 2. I might have to take 2 days. There, am I good? Command center. Nope, okay. GM mode. Edit hits. 0 hits, done. Yes, now am I good? Why is it still telling me one hit? Infirmary, I'm good. Glitchy program. Alright, so I'm going to call that done for my first video. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will probably record more.